Hello guys, welcome to Plug and Play. So today we're gonna reviewing Tanchjim SODA. Is Tanchjim's first 7-driver hybrid IEM, blending a 10mm DMT5 dynamic driver with 4 pure balanced armature drivers and 2 passive radiators. Pricing at around $300, it is aimed at listeners wanting more warmth and body than Tanchjim's typically linear models, while retaining clarity. Tanchjim describes the soda as clear, detailed, and balanced across the full frequency range. So, on packaging and build, I have already unboxed, and let me show the package what it has. So the unboxing reveals the IEM itself. The IEM is very translucent, I would say. And you can see the internal designs here. It is resin. Here is the dynamic driver, as you can see, and here is the balanced armature. So it has the IEM itself. The packaging has IEM itself. A detachable silver plated cable, as you can see. 6 pairs of TAPB pressure released air tips. Both 3.5mm and 4.4mm connectors. A Fox leather carrying case. Manual. And to keep your IEMs from out of moisture, it includes silica gel, which is very handy in my opinion for longer storing system. The cable here is very thick but subtle, with matching icy blue metal accent on the splitter and chin slider, as you can see. It is also engraving soda on the splitter. The soda shells are very lightweight, translucent resin with an ergonomic rounded shape, which is very comfortable for small ears. But I have a bigger ear hole, so I have no issue fitting with them. It fits very perfectly in my ear, and you can listening to this for a longer hour session without any discomfort on your in-ear. The build feels solid and premium, despite the playful translucent design, and the modular plug system makes switching outputs effortless. In summary, the packaging and build are very premium. You get a robust carrying case and well-made accessories, and the soda itself is very comfortable. So let's talk about the tonality here. The soda's signature is balanced and slightly warm rather than typical V-shaped IEM. It has bass that is very present but controlled, not overpowering. So the bass is here deep and controlled, while the mids and highs are smooth and articulate. And I would say it is slightly warm tonality and balanced energy that is refreshing like a soda can or soda. In practice, the mid-range vocal instrument is forward, but remember, despite the mids being forward or clear, the sound is very lush, retaining Tanchjim's house sounds of crystalline detail. The upper mids have plenty of energy, but they are carefully tamed by a slightly deep on 3 to 7 kHz. So vocal stays smooth and non-fatiguing for longer listening. Treble is a strong suit here. Thanks to its silk system, highs are crisp and airy without sibilance or fatigue. Together, this yields high timbral clarity and a natural engaging sound. In short, not a laid-back, warm sound signature. It stays lively and detailed, but with a touch more warmth and body than the previous Tanchjim models. So on sound quality, on the bass section, moderate in quantity with a good texture and decay. The 10mm dynamic driver gives a punchy low end that provides a solid foundation without booming too much. Our experiments shows that Soda's bass is only near 3 decibel higher, around 200 Hz, than the Tanchjim Force, meaning Force is slightly leaner. So the Soda has more mid-bass heft, meat on the bones, I would say, than the older Tanchjim hybrid. But it is not a bass monster. Remember that. Clean bass. It is not a bass monster. It has clean bass, but also have body, a better body comparing to Tanchjim Force. It handles rock and EDM well, giving weight to kick drums without mudding the sound. On mid section, the mid-range is the star of this show. You will hear voices and guitars very largely rendered, transparent, forward, and full of detail. Male vocals gain extra warmth, more body than the previous model Origin, and the female vocals shine especially brightly. This IEM is a clear vocal specialist for pop or ballads. Overall mid-range detail is superb, with no dryness or shoutiness. So on treble section, the Sodas has high sparkle, but not fatiguing one. The silk system treble extension yields gorgeously refined treble. Cymbals and strings have air and shimmer, but there's virtually no harshness or fatigue even on electronic dance track. Detail retrieval in the highs is excellent, appealing to detail junkies, but without hurting your ears. On soundstage and imaging session, I would say imaging is laser focused. Instruments are precisely placed around your ears. The stage is moderately wide and open, especially on the horizontal side. But on IEM, vertical sound stage is very hard to find, very hard, because the larger the driver, suppose you have headphone, the larger the driver, you could squeeze out more horizontal and vertical height. But in this IEM, the horizontal depth of the stage is very good, but on the vertical side, the stage is limited, I would say. It has excellent micro detail retrieval. So you will hear little sound usually lost in warmer tunings, but in this case you will hear that little bit of micro sounds. So what is the best genre that suits Soda? The Soda excels with vocal centric track like J-pop and other melodic genre, and it is on the balanced tuning. It has slightly balanced tuning that is also good for rock and jazz, I would say. So if I compare it to Tanchjim Force, which is also a 1 dynamic driver and 3 balanced armature, the Tanchjim Soda has punchy textured bass and very spacious sound stage. And on the mids, I would say this Tanchjim Soda and Force has similar transparency and slightly leaner mid bass than Soda. The Force has slightly less mid bass comparing to Soda, because it has more warmth on mid range, and I would say the imaging is also good with soda in my ears, to my ears, I would say, because it is on the end it is very subjective opinion about sound. So if I would say from force, if you upgrade it to soda, you will definitely have a good upgrade because it has good lush mid-range comparing to force. So, and it is very easy to drive. So let's talk about the drivability or power requirement. It is, despite being many driver configuration, DMT driver, dynamic driver, and balance armature, it is very easy to drive. Because I also have Tanchjim Luna dongle, and the Luna has kind of warm sound signature, and it pairs very well with Tanchjim SODA. So in conclusion, I would say the Tanchjim SODA is highly recommended for listeners who want Tanchjim's clarity, but with more warmth and fullness. It holds its ground with ease in the $300 class, merging the brand's trademark transparency with a meteor mid-bass and most balanced work up to date from Tanchjim, I would say. Perfect for anyone who found previous model too lean. Its comfort, build quality, and modular cable add to the value. The trade-off is it needs a decent source to unlock its bass, because these dongle aren't that cheap either. So on $300, it is pricier than intro IEM, but given its exceptional detail retrieval, smooth tuning, and refined treble, it is clearly buy for a audiophile seeking a refreshing yet precise sound. So remember, if you want a vocal-centric IEM and natural timbre, go for Tanchjim SODA. And also it has good detail retrieval with good imaging capability. So in my opinion, it fits very well in your little ear if you have little ear, and the design is very good, and the sound is cleaner yet warming. So it balances, it sits right between very analytical and very warmth, I would say. So if you have any kind of question regarding the Tanchjim SODA, please comment below. So have a good day, everyone.